carrying lots of stuff. Good morning. If you hadn't guessed already, we're going for a sail. There's myself, James, and Gemma's coming as well. We're going in his new boat, which I'm yet to see, so I'm excited about that. We're sailing from Starcross, where we are now, out of Exmouth, around the coast, past Dawlish, up around Berry Head, and then into Dartmouth. If you've seen the video I have from last year, we did a race this way already. We're not racing today. Gemma's never sailed before, so we've got hopefully a more relaxing day. It is worth mentioning the weather. So rain-wise, which is fine, it's supposed to be on and off rain all day today. Absolutely torrential overnight, and then tomorrow on and off, but more on than off. One thing to consider is that tomorrow is particularly windy. Straight behind us, all the way back. So we'll have to see how we deal with that, but that's a problem for the morning. For now, let's get ourselves loaded up into the boat and get off the mooring and crack out. Very roomy. Lovely. We'll get everything on. James is just getting some water and we'll set off.
Yeah, it won't cut it. It's a practical impossibility.
We're off. Lovely. Lots more room on this boat than the last one. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna head out, just going down through the channel now. We've left just at the turn of tide. It's been coming in for about an hour, so we're going out against the tide, but it's fine at the moment. If we'd left it too long, it might have been a bit strong. But yeah, all good. I think we just need to wait a bit, mate.
Oh. Look how shallow.
Yeah, you can step out and walk over.
I thought I'd be alright.
Where's the channel?
The channel's there, but there's a sandbar in the middle here that I forgot about.
How long are we going to be?
Like literally maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
What's this all about there? Look.
That's clearly wrong.
Jump in, stand in there. Wow, I'm out of coffee roll.
We have experienced our first error of the trip and run aground. Tide's coming in, so we will be fine. Essentially, we've been heading down here with the idea of then coming across at the end. The channel is actually over there. Between us and the channel is a big sandbar. Now you often can make it down this side, so we were going a way that you can go fine.
The depth meter's off as well.
But yeah, the depth reading is not working, which is what's thrown us off. So time for a coffee while we wait for the tide to come in a bit. Again.
Probably just
problem solved. Yeah, normal progress will resume. up onto the bow to get away from the engine noise. There's not a lot of wind at the moment. As you can see, it's pretty becalmed. But the rain has stopped. Absolutely beautiful sky. Really impressive with all the clouds. We've got our little autopilot on. We're just going to head ourselves out this way. And yeah, we've got the whole day really. We want to get up to Dartmouth, which is out there in front of us. Around that's Berry Head. We want to get out around that. We want to get out to Dartmouth. 6 o'clock really is our last call. It's only like 9:10 now, so loads of time, full day, and take a time, no stress. There is a wind line out there, so we are heading into wind, as in we're getting closer to the wind, but we're also heading into wind, as in it's coming dead on, so we may keep motoring for a bit. Very excitingly, we've just seen some dolphins. They're way off. We'll try and head there. Some lovely dolphins, always nice to see. So at the moment we're still motoring. The wind isn't that strong and it's dead head on. We're not racing, so there's no, we're in no rush. We're just making our way down. We're just making our way up the coast to get some distance behind us. There is more wind ahead, so we'll probably get the sails up soon. We're just listening to the forecast, and we know that it is very rainy tomorrow, but it is getting windier. At the moment, it's sort of a force 3 gusting 4-5, which would be fairly windy to sail back. The wind's also dead behind us, which can make it, certainly rolly. A little bit sketchier with a non-sailor with us. So we're keeping our options open. We've always got in the back pocket, if absolutely necessary, we can leave the boat in Dartmouth and get the train back. So yeah, we're not going to do anything that's unsafe, and we'll just see what the weather does. It's going through a bit of a sea of jellyfish at the moment, which is been on the news. There's been loads of them.
3 to 5, increasing 5 to 7 later, veering southwest later, perhaps gale 8 later.
In and out of rain showers at the moment. Still really light wind. Forecast force 4 at the moment. That's definitely not what we've got. We're hoping that the same thing happens tomorrow, in that we don't have the force 5 that is currently forecast. We've just come around Thatchstrop behind us, and then in here off to my right, this is Tor Bay. Sort of Torquay in that way, and then Brixham out that way. Ahead of us is Bury Head. So we're expecting a bit more wind as we head around the corner of that. I can see off in the distance there's a couple of yachts that have come out and are right down towards us. They haven't got much wind either, but there's a couple out in the distance you can see got a bit of a heel on. So yeah, it might have some wind. We're hoping to have a sail before we head into Dartmouth, even if it's a case of sailing all the way up, getting up sort of a beam of it, and then just getting some time in up and down. It'd be better than motoring all the way, especially if we have to motor all the way home tomorrow. It is what it is. We'll find out.
So they're always at different
Cheers, guys. There we go. Cheers. Celebrating the rounding of Bury Head, as is traditional with all seamen. Sailing. Absolutely gorgeous wind. Bury Head down there behind us. So just where I suspected we'd get the wind. And then up over this way, where there's that purple spinnaker just coming around the corner. That's where we're headed, up around those rocks. So yeah, we'll probably do a couple of hours of tacking up this way, or an hour or so. And if we don't make enough progress, we can motor in a bit, but for now, absolutely ideal. Let's enjoy the peace without the engine on. Good now. Sorry, radio's chatting away. We're just coming sort of up towards Dartmouth now. And you can probably just hear on the radio there. So people are starting to ask if there's moorings and stuff available. We've heard from some people. We've heard from some people who are there already that it's not too busy. So yeah, hopefully we don't have to raft up and we get ourselves a spot on the visitors mooring. Gemma? Yeah? Can you tell me what has been your best and worst moment of your first sailing trip?
I really liked seeing the dolphins. That was a bit of a highlight of my life.
The dolphins?
The dolphins. I also liked doing my first tack. And I didn't like going down into the little house and getting a bit vommy, but it was fine. I recovered incredibly quickly.
progress. It's out in front of us. These rocks are aiming to go through the little gap in between the two. So hopefully we're not going to have to tack through, because our tack in the other direction would be directly like horizontal between the two. But at the moment we've got the heading, we should be fine. And then once we're around this corner, we'll radio in. We did just try and radio, but I think the cliffs out to our right is stopping us getting the signal. So once we're around this corner, we'll radio and try and get a berth. But yeah, that's our sailing section. Absolutely fantastic day. Really glad we managed to get them up and didn't have to motor all the way. Absolutely ideal. There we go, sails down, heading into Dartmouth now. We still can't get hold of them on the radio. We're thinking maybe that it's sort of like jetty based with them on handheld. So we're gonna head ourselves just further down, maybe even down as far as the castle, and then try again from them there. We've got a phone number if we need it, but that's not really sailing it. So we'll hold off on that for now.
But it doesn't have to do with me. Always my wishes on it if it wasn't meant.
What can you see, Jem?
I think it's swimming on a cove over there.
Yeah.
I can see the castle and I can see Essex Dartmouth, and I'm looking out the field.
Good afternoon. We're hoping, if possible, to stay on the DA visitors function. Over.
Make you stay. Like the stars that fade away. I've waited long enough for you to show me what you need. And I'm left with nothing here, just wondering why you can't believe. We have a spark that doesn't come too often in one life. But if you must ignore the signs, then I will stay inside. No, I won't make you stay. Make you stay. Like the stars.
There we go, burst up lovely. We managed to squeeze in this little gap, which is ideal. It makes it less likely someone's going to raft on us, and we're also not rafted on anyone else. So when it comes to leaving tomorrow, or if we want to have a beer on here later, it's just all much more pleasant. We're not going to disturb anyone. So what we're going to do now is just pack down the boat, make it nice and neat for bedtime. Jem's run off for a wee, but she hasn't had the pleasure of being able to go over the side all day like we have. So yeah, we'll pack down, and you can join us again once we're chilling.
See if it behaves itself this time. Everything else to be.
Ideal. We are paid up. We just had ourselves a rum, as that's what sailors do. I'm incredibly burnt, which is comical. We're gonna head into town, find ourselves a pint. We've got curry on the boat for dinner, so we're not looking for somewhere to eat. Probably not gonna be filming the night or anything like that. Our plan for tomorrow is to leave slightly later than originally planned. We're talking to the guy who took our payments and stuff, and he was saying that he's expecting it to drop down quite a lot from 10. So yeah, our aim is to leave the jetty at 10, which is perfect. Gives us a little chill out time. We can get up, have some coffees, and maybe I'll even find a shower. So I'll probably leave you now until the morning, and then it's a whole journey back. Night night. Good morning. That was a little bit of a rough night's sleep. I mean, partially because James and Gemma both snore. But more because for a couple of hours it was really windy. We were getting buffeted about quite a lot. But it's come right down now. It is very rainy. I am off for a shower. I bought myself a token last night. It's open from 7:30, which is about the time it is now. But you can't buy tokens until the morning. Until 11, so I got one last night. So I'm off for a shower. And then the plan is to all get back together and have a fry up, I think, which I'm very much looking forward to, and then set off anywhere between 8, 9, 10, that kind of time frame. So yeah, shower, fry up. Let's go. Shower. Get 5 minutes. One of those tokens, but that's absolutely plenty of time, especially when you're a little boy like me. I did forget my towel, so unfortunately, sorry Jeremy, your utopian t-shirt had to take a hit on that one. I'm now off to meet the guys there at Dark Cafe. We'll have some breakfast. That one was closed, apparently. Google lied. So we're off to find a different one. There's got to be breakfast in Dartmouth, surely.
Look at that sun.
Sun is coming out though, that's ideal. That was a absolutely gorgeous breakfast.
Fantastic.
We are ciao al fresco. On our way back to the boat now. We need to pack down a little bit. We left it in a little bit of a state.
Patches.
The weather is better than forecast. It's definitely a bit rainy on and off. And obviously we're in the river at the moment, so it's much more sheltered. So we're not 100% sure what it's like out there. But it can't be that bad, right? So yeah, head back to the boat, have a pack up,
Famous last
and then yeah, we'll set off. Mooring successfully left. We're gonna make our way out. We've actually got the Jenica rigged up in case it's weather that's appropriate for. We'll see. The direction will definitely be appropriate for that. Is whether the speed too strong, not enough. But yeah, we'll head out through Dartmouth, and then once we've round the safe water mark, we'll see what wind we've got. Definitely going to be a wet journey back, I can tell you that. Wind wise, it's very difficult to say. I can see some boats further out. None of them have got their sails up, but they're not pitching and rolling too much. Having said that, looking at the horizon, you can definitely see that it's not flat. So yeah, another couple hundred meters or so and we'll find out. We're sailing. We found that it's not overly windy, but maybe a top of a force 4. Relatively swelly. We're sort of going across it. The wind's dead behind us, so rather than just hug the coast direct, we're going to sort of keep ourselves on a broad reach rather than a run as we head down. But yeah, seems nice. Let's sail home.
Yeah, it's not too much. Yeah, it's not too bad.
We've come out round the corner. I always forget the name of that rock, but made it round there.
Newstone. Is it the Newstone?
Newstone?
Might be. We'll check that.
So we're now heading down the coast. A couple of other boats out as well, and they're basically doing the same thing as us. We're gonna head out and then probably put a jibe in further out, then come back in around Berry Head. The wind is actually absolutely fine. There is a bit of swell sort of coming off our like stern quarter, so it's making it a bit pitchy and rolly, but wind-wise we're all good. So we're looking at probably 4 hours, and we'll be making that final jibe around and then up into the estuary and home. So yeah, carrying on as we are. Lovely. Drop the main. We got hit by quite a heavy gust, and it happened to be right when I was out on the bow trying to refurl the Jenica. So annoyingly, we weren't filming it because it would look quite impressive. So we dropped it. We're still doing 5.5 knots now. Still got the wind behind us, and now we don't have to jibe our way down, we can head straight. We've probably dropped it to like 2.5–3 hours till we're home. So unless anything major happens, I won't give you any more updates. Next time I'll see you, we should just be heading round the corner into the estuary. just need to go slightly round and then into the channel. So we're just approaching Exmouth ahead of us now. We're almost pretty much on high tide, so we're going to be going in with it just turning. So it will be coming out against us, but nothing particularly strong. It also means, because it's high tide, we can sort of skip a couple of the channel markers. We don't have to find the full safe water marks, we can sort of go 2 in. So that's where we're going at the moment. Just in, over there, and then in around on the end. How did you find that trip, Gemma?
Racing and a learning journey, and overall pretty fucking intense. Oh, I've got that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't dangerous, but it was pretty rolly at times. So yeah, Gem did very well. Basically the first time she's been sailing, so yeah, very proud of her. We are just coming into the channel now. We've got this bit that's parallel with the beach, still going to be fairly choppy, and then once we sort of round the end sort of wall of the marina, it should flatten off. So yeah, looking forward to that. Here we go, nearly home. It's about to absolutely tip it down. So it is now raining very hard. That's us moored up. So I'll leave you while we pack up. Thank you for watching. Hailing! If you liked my video, then yeah, give me a subscribe. Peace.